Hello guys and welcome back to the 6th episode of Overwatch in Minecraft. Today I'm bringing you one of the most requested heroes right after Reaper, Hanzo. This creation requires a resource pack and 2 commands which you will find on my website linked in the description. Copy and paste the first command into a command block and activate it. Another command block will spawn in which you have to put the second command. After you activated this one as well, the machine should be fully assembled and a little tell message should pop up. Apologies for not making this machine all pretty with the Overwatch logo and stuff, but there was no character space left and I would have needed to add another command just for the machine. Before we get into this though, I'd like to thank Atari Kafa for supporting me on Patreon. I didn't even know I had Patreon anymore because, well, I had 0 backers, so this was a nice little surprise. Thank you, dude. Just like in my other Overwatch videos, you need to create a hero changing platform first. The way to do this stays the same throughout all of these creations. Simply drop a nether star onto an end crystal. To transform, you have to stand inside and put an item into your offhand slot. Who would have guessed the item for Hanzo is an arrow? Massive shout out to my boy Aikibo for allowing me to use his bow model. All I had to do was animate it and add the actual arrow to the model, so he saved me a ton of time. Because Hanzo's main weapon is a bow, making a full body model wouldn't have worked because the bow would have just floated in the air and not be attached to the model, so I went for a head model and retextured armor. The bow works just as you might expect, it shoots arrows wherever you look, nothing special. But you have 2 other types of arrows, a scatter and a sonic arrow. Drop the according item and your reticle will change. If you changed your mind though and you want to fire a normal arrow, don't worry, just drop the bow and it will return to the standard reticle again. First let's take a look at what the scatter arrow does. It has a 10-second cooldown and it splits into 6 more arrows as soon as it hits the ground. These 6 arrows will bounce into random directions a few times and do a lot of damage. I know this is not exactly how Hanzo's scatter arrow works, but without raycasting this would have been a huge pain to recreate. Those weird particles can't be removed unfortunately because this is a Minecraft 1.12 bug, so let's just hope for a fix in 1.13. Your sonic arrow will illuminate all the mobs around this landing position. The effect lasts for about 10 seconds, so after that time, or if the mob walks too far away, the glowing effect will be removed. I know these arrows are not too impressive yet, but what can you do? Just wait before you see the ultimate. Before we check that out, Hanzo has a passive ability which allows him to climb walls. Just sneak while standing next to one in order to do just that. Keep in mind though that this ability is limited to 10 blocks, so you cannot climb infinitely high. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, Dragonstrike, Hanzo's ultimate ability. Before you can use it, your ultimate meter must be filled up completely. And once it is, just drop the Dragonstrike icon. And the next arrow you fire will spawn a majestic dragon killing anything in its path. This ability might be worth explaining, so let's take a look how I did this. When you activate Dragonstrike, an armor stand is summoned at your current position. Depending on where you look, this armor stand will have a certain tag representing the direction you looked in when firing. Firstly, this armor stand summons a giant with a massive block model in its hand. I made 36 different versions of this model, each with a different rotation. The giant has a certain score, looping over and over again, which keeps changing the model in its hand. Executing from the giant to deal damage would not be accurate and only work around the front of the dragon and not the tail anymore. To work around this problem, the initial armor stand keeps summoning more armor stands during the cast. Depending on the tag we added to the first armor stands right in the beginning, another tag will be added to these newly spawned ones, which tells them in which direction they need to travel. That way I don't have to add an extra summon command for each direction, but I just have 1 summon command instead and 8 commands which add the required tag. From all of these armor stands I can then execute to deal damage to the enemies in the way. Pretty simple, right? For his abilities that's pretty much it. I feel like this was not one of the most spectacular heroes I made so far, but I still hope you enjoyed this video or just the creation itself if you want to actually use it. If you have a certain wish for the next hero I should recreate, leave a comment down below. Diva is currently one of your guys' favorite. I'm just contemplating because I would need to make 2 massive models and that would probably take a long time. Maybe I'll go for it though, let's see. But definitely keep the requests coming, I really enjoy making these heroes. And that's about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.